Everyone dreams of being able to win the Daytona 500. Well, tonight, one of those dreams will come true. One of 42 drivers will go to the Daytona 500 winner's circle and host the Daytona 500 championship trophy. We have 30 laps to determine who will hoist that trophy in victory lane. Will it be pole sitter Edwin Mendez? He claimed the pole to a hot lap of 48.011. 2002nd, Carter Friesen. He got the outside pole to the lap of 48.055. Then third, dual number one winner Jonathan Buford in the 1 car. Fourth is Trey Rainey, dual number 2 winner. Rounding out the top 5, Jeff Bright in the 5 car. Then TJ Henley, he has the helmet cam for tonight's race. He ends up in the 6th position. 7th place we have Steve Morgan. 8th is Riley Sampson. In 9th is Justin Zeidel. And Nathan Stapleton rounds out the top 10 car number 16. The rest of the field, there's Isaac Nichols, who's outside Roman Fenway, the 13. Then we have Diego Gapez with Scott Gregory in the 14, along with Carson Bowers and Max Anderson. Then there's Marshall Burrow with Zachary Fitzwater Sr. Behind them, Casey Nanico and Eli Bright, with Jay Jefferson and Anthony Hernandez in the 4. Behind them, Ryan Brommer and Keegan Thompson. Then last season's champion Levi Jones, the 21. Outside of him, Kashawn Richardson in the 3. Then we have Nathan Ormond and Michael Gregory, with Anthony Fox and Antonin Charles-Bois, with Derek Bouchard and Marcus Sachi. Griffin Lynn and William Bullen, with Cole Luigi and Luke Rainey, Dale Lightning and Sebastian Kukulon, Jose Mills and Clash winner JJ Reed. And in the final row, 41st is Riley Spiritu in the 26th. And in the caboose, 42nd, Adam Garcia in car number 22. So who will win the Season 10 Daytona 500? Who will kick off Season 10 of the Cup Series on the right foot? We're going to find out. Let's go fire the engines for Season 10 of the Gatorade Cup Series.
I can't hear you! Drivers! Start your engines!
42 engines fire up on the 2.5-mile super speedway in Daytona Beach, Florida. They know that one of them will have their dreams come true tonight, and they will win the Daytona 500. They'll become a champion of the 500. That's right. You don't become a winner of the Daytona 500. You become a champion of the Daytona 500. Will we get a 10th Daytona 500 winner here tonight, or will we get a repeat one? We have 3 previous 500 champions in the field: TJ Hanley, Carson Bowers, Max Anderson. Will one of those 3 win and get their 2nd Daytona 500 victory, or will we get a new one, our 10th in the Gatorade Cup Series? Grace HBO, Nat Wagner, Gary May, Chris Dodd, Joe Jefferson, Carson Bowers, Larry Bouchard Jr., Max Harrison, TJ Hanley. Who adds their name to that list? 30 laps in Daytona. Season 10 of the Gatorade Cup Series is underway in Daytona. The first lap led Season 10 goes to Edwin Mendez. He leads lap 1 for the pole. The rookie in the 11 car trying to make a name for himself in the Gatorade Cup Series Daytona 500. He's out in front early. 4 wide for second to the corner. Steve Morgan washed up. Isaac Nichols there. Scott Gregory as well. Can they sort it out? They did this in the duels in the Clash. They sort it out. Back down to 3 wide. Scott Gregory moves low to get to second. Edwin Mendez pulls away because of that 4 wide. He has about a 3, 4, 5 car length gap. Here comes Carson Bowers, Season 6 Daytona 500 champion. Down low, push for Marshall Burrow, gets his 2nd position. Can Bowers get his 2nd 500 triumph in the Gatorade Cup Series? He currently moves to 2nd off turn 4. Marshall Burrow, 95. He'll look low now for 2nd. Case Nanico with him, the 43. But it's Edwin Mendez leading the 500. He comes down, leads lap 2. Burrow, the 95. He'll get down to the bottom. Case Nanico looks 3 wide. Car number 43 gets down there. Anthony Nez washes up, gives the bottom to Keegan Thompson. Burrow comes down to cover the spot in 2nd, now trying to get to the 11. Mendez to make the move. 2 Fords line up behind 2nd and 3rd. Up the super stretch. Mendez leads, but now Burrow pulls low, but has no help. Nanko did not go with Burrow. Can the 11 get back clear? No. Burrow, nice run to stay down there. Now the 21 car, Levi Jones, last season's Gatorade Cup Series champion, looking to pick up where he left off and win the 500. He's coming low off turn 4. He has a nice run now to the inside of that number 95. Here comes Nathan Orman, the 24. Keeps it behind the 21. Burrow leads lap 3 as Mendez falls back in the outside. Now 3 wide for Nathan Orman in the 24. How about Anthony Fox, Marcus Sachi, William Bone coming forward, Luke Rennie as well. They race through 1 and 2. Nathan Orman, car number 24. He's going to get clear of Levi Jones. 11's so fast. He's shown the power that pulls hitter car. He just went top to bottom and made a move in the middle lane. Anthony Fox out of line on Nathan Orman for the top spot in turn 3. He has the position down low. William Bone coming behind the 31. He's down low. Luke Rennie, the 2 with him. Sebastian Kukulon, Jose Mills, and others. Anthony Fox moves up. Now gives the bound to the 31, William Boland. To the tri-oval. Side by side. Anthony Fox leads the lap. Can Luke Rennie make a 3-wide move? Is he gonna? Yes, he will. Luke Rennie off line 3 wide. Kukulon with him, the 51. No! I thought Boland's gonna try and block right there. But the 2 had enough for a run to get to the quarter pound. Side drafted back to him. 3 wide throughout the field. Double foul at the front for now. Luke Rennie, the 2. He'll move up to the middle lane. Sebastian Kukulon wants the bottom lane. That's 3 wide down the backstretch for the top spot in the Season 10 Daytona 500. Coming around to lead lap 5. Kukulon is down low. He'll get pushed clear with Jose Mills in second. Mills might be able to move up as well. Give the front 2 an opportunity to try and pull away. Adam Garcia started this race 42nd the back of the field. Within 5 laps, he's up inside the top 3, side by side with second position. It took 5 laps. That's all it took. JJ Reed, our class winner, looking at 2 of the 3 events in Speed Weeks. Down low, 3 wide, wants to make it H. Scott Motorsports 1-2 at the front. His teammate Kukulon leads. He's now up to second. Yeah, Kukulon Reed 1-2 from the same team in the Daytona 500. That's what every team owner wants to see. Up the super stretch again. Dale Lightning moves middle lane. Gives the bomb to Cole Luigi, our Season 5 Gatorade Cup Series champion. 3 wide for the second position out of line for Luigi. Trying to get Sebastian Kukulon. They've been teammates before. Kukulon drove the 1 while Luigi drove the 42. They're right now first and second. Kukulon just with a different team this season. And Luigi couldn't make the move because Anton Charlebois made it first. 3 wide back behind the front 5. Charlebois with the run on Kukulon now for the top spot. Michael Gregory with that 55 to turn number 1. Kukulon forced high. Charlebois down low. Look at Griffin in the 7. 3 wide to get to second right there in the 7 car. Sean Richardson, the 3 down low. He'll move for third. Moving up there for the 7, trying to block Kukulon. Get a nice draft off the 55. Get a run to get to the lead. But no run so far being made. Griffin Lynn, the 7, trying to come down front of the 3 of Kashawn Richardson to keep second. No, the 3 is there. Big move at that 3 of Kashawn Richardson. Got the push on the 9 of Fitzwater Sr. and gets there. Anton Charlebois pulls away because of that side-by-side skirmish. To the tri-oval. Anton Charlebois leads the lap in the Daytona 500. Remember, if you lead a lap in this race, 5 bonus points. Lead the most, 5 more bonus points. Jay Jefferson out of line 78 wants the lead. He'll go 3 wide for second. Forces Fitzwater middle lane. Eli Bright the 88 with the 78. Those are 2 veterans of the Gatorade Cup Series. Both have been in since season number 2. This is their 9th Daytona 500 they've been in. Jefferson moves up. Eli Bright moves middle. Derek Bouchard moves low. Jefferson with a run for the lead at the end of the backstretch. He won the IROC race with a move similar to that we just made right there. Jay Jefferson, 78 car, out in front in the Daytona 500 for Season 10. Remember we said it's his 9th 500 he's been in. Just by Eli Bright, the 88 looks low. He wants to move to second. He wants to move to the lead. He's going to have a run right here at the exit of the tri-oval. Going to try and block Derek Bouchard down low. When he has other plans. Side by side for the top spot. 2 by 2 inside the front 8. Then our first 3 wide about 10th place. Eli Bright 88 moves up from the top spot. Gives the bomb to Derek Bouchard. Now will the 20 move up and give the bomb to Riley Spurley Tube? Yes, he does. Spurley Tube started 41st in this race. He's 3 wide for second now at the end of the backstretch. As Eli Bright pushed by Jay Jefferson to get clear. Riley down low. Good move to second. Help from Roman Fenway, the 13. Nathan Stapleton, Riley Sampson, Ryan Brommer down the bottom lane. Here comes Trey Rainey coming back forward, the 18 car. Eli Bright pulls away to lead in the Daytona 500. Riley Sampson the second. Roman Fenway to third. The front three clear. They move up. Look at Riley Sprague Tube trying to stay committed with that 88 for now. Side by side for third goes Nathan Stapleton, the 26 right in the back of the 88 as they exit turn 2. Eli and Spurley Tube, they're first and second. Not making the move quite yet. Riley Spurley Tube still in line looking for some help from Nathan Stapleton to make that move. 16, thought he was going to go high, but he just took a wide entry into the corner right there. Coming off turn 4 will be the third way done with the Daytona 500 Season 10. Eli Bright leads the race. Riley Spurley Tube cannot make the move. Out of line for Nathan Stapleton now. 10 laps down, 20 to go. Eli Bright leads the 500. Nathan Stapleton trying to come forward and make a move for the lead. He's there on the 88. Back there 3 wide for Max Aronson, Season 8 Daytona 500 champion, and he was the champion of the whole series that season. Max Aronson side by side for a second now. Nathan Stapleton tries to pull away. Back there's a shoving match between Griffin Lynn and Derek Bouchard. They sorted it out though. But Max Aronson further racing in turn number 3. Great run. Trey Rain cannot block the advance by Justin Seidel. The 10 down low, 3 wide for third. Max Aronson clears Nathan Stapleton off the 4th corner to lead in the Season 10 Gatorade Cup Series Daytona 500. Anderson will lead lap number 11 of the race. Yepez 3 wide for the 32. Diego Yepez 3 wide. Out of line. Does he have a run for the lead though? He has no help down low. Aronson trying to block. Couldn't block all 3 lanes though. Yepez gets there with Keegan Thompson, Zachary Fitzwater Sr., and 2 Hendrick drivers. Ormond and Jeff Wright come forward. They're in line as well with Anthony Hernandez in the 4, who drove the 48 last season. The last 2 seasons, actually. Up the super stretch. Keegan Thompson 3 wide for the top spot in Daytona. Zachary Fitzwater Sr. with them. Keegan Thompson pushed clear out in front in Daytona. Zachary Fitzwater Sr. peeks down to the bottom lane now. There's a nice run as well. Oh, around they go in front of the field. Yepez! It's the big one, the Daytona 500. Jeff Bright, and they're stacking them up. Jay Jefferson spins around. TJ Hanley gets front end damage. Luke Rennie hits the 5 at the end. Edwin Mendez, our pole sitter. There's Roman Fenway. Anton Charlebois. Yepez sits over there in a pile of trash. Anthony Fox as well. It's our first yellow of the Daytona 500. The race leaders have taken the caution flag. With the race leads Keegan Thompson. But a wreck at the front of the field halts many drivers' chances at winning the Season 10 Daytona 500. Yepez the first to go around. Max Aronson gets damaged. Anton Charlebois got damaged. Luke Rennie got front end damage. Roman Fenway, Jeff Wright, maybe Levi Shones. Adam Garcia has side damage and rear damage. Derek Bouchard has damage. Jose Mills. Jay Jefferson was spun around. There's Hanley's front end damage to 23. Carter Friesen may have been one of the last to get away scot-free. There's the 10, the 1. They have damage. They got away 6th and 7th. So that just shows how far ahead this crash was. The whole field getting collected in that. Keegan Thompson with the race lead. Let's go see what happened to bring our first yellow of the Daytona 500. Yepez in the 32 spun around inside the top 10. This was really nothing unordinary. They were 3 wide, but how Yepez made this move, it got very close. The 32 moves up, trying to get up in front of the A3. He couldn't, but he's trying to get down in front of the 10. That 10 is still kind of there. They're kind of 4 wide, forced into the wall for Max Aronson. Seidel gets front end damage, gets Jeff Bright, gets Hernandez. Casey Neco takes to the grass and gets through. Aronson spins off the wall, gets Fenway, Jefferson. Hanley gets damaged. Carter Friesen may have gotten some side damage. Derek Bouchard, Scott Gregory, and it's on from there. Trey Rainey, 18. There's Anthony Fox nailing the 32 hard. So it's our first yellow of the Daytona 500. It'll hinder some drivers' chances at trying to win this legendary race, the 10th, the first race of the 10th season of the Gatorade Cup Series. And now we have some drivers in a trash heap in the tri-oval. Jeff Bright was in 4th place in the 5 car, and then he got spun around. There was no escape from that crash for sure. Another look at it, this from the exit of the tri-oval. Watch Jeff Bright, he's on the inside lane right there. 4th place. Was ahead of the crash. He got collected. So all the cars take to the bottom lane. All did a great job. Some of them cannot escape it. Some just stop back there at JJ Reed, Smash Kukulon, Call Luigi. They might have to start behind damaged cars, but it's better than being out of the race by flying into the crash. Helmet camera with TJ Handler, the 23. He's collecting the big one in the Daytona 500. Nowhere for TJ to go right there. Unfortunate for many of those drivers involved. For Keegan Thompson, who's had the madness out in front, he led them back to the caution flag. He leads back to the green flag as well in car number 15. Coming back to the green flag, lap number 15. Keegan Thompson out in front of the field in the Daytona 500 as Anthony Fox and Diego Yepes retire from the race. 40 cars on the lead lap and on the racetrack. Leading them is Keegan Thompson, the 15. Behind his second, Zachary Fitzwater Sr. Third is Nathan Ormond. Fourth, Anthony Hernandez. Fifth is Casey Nanko. Sixth and seventh, Justin Zidell. John 3-5 some front end damage. Marshall Burrow, eighth. Steve Morgan, ninth. Dale Lightning rounds out the top 10. Green flag back in the air in the Daytona 500. How the 10 the 1 do? They are damaged. See the one pulled to the high side. Buford knows he's damaged. Question is, how bad is that front end damage? Will the draft help him? He pulls out of line. Buford down out of line. Justin Zidell. It's looking decent, but as you can see, the front 5 are starting to pull away a little bit. I do think those cars are damaged enough to where they'll be a little slow, but not too slow. See the whole field now getting spread out because some damaged cars restarted mid-pack. Down the backstretch, Fitzwater blocks Hernandez for the race lead. Oh, but Thompson up top getting right there. They were side drafting. He's trying to get away, but Hernandez, a nice push down there. 3 wide to the top spot in Daytona. Anthony Hernandez 3 wide to the lead. Coming to halfway in the 500. It's a 5-car pack at the front. We're going to get more, though. Here comes Dale Lightning and some others trying to close in. Down the front stretch. Halfway this time behind the 500. Anthony Hernandez leads the race. Casey Nanko in second. To third for Nathan Ormond. He'll look 3 wide. Hernandez going to block the inside lane right there from his teammate, the 24. Dale Lightning coming in the 47. 34 of Carter Freeze and 95 Marshall Burrow. The spread out pack trying to get caught back up the super stretch. See at the back of the field, you have Jeff Bright, Roman Fenway, Luke Rayner are awfully slow. Bullen and Sampson are slow. And the rest of the field just trying to get around some damaged cars right here to have a shot at the 500. Right now they're so far back that they would take a miracle. They'll have to get another caution flag. Right now it's about a 10, 11 car pack. Anthony as the 4 comes around to see 14 to go. He's out in front. Dale Lightning runs second. Marshall Burrow to third in the 95. Here comes Keegan Thompson, the 15 out of line, 3 wide. Looks like he's going to get back up in line, though. At the front of the field, John 3 for the last of these cars. 11 cars to sell the Daytona 500. That's all that's left. Make it 12. 17 is in this pack as well. Marshall Burrow and Dale Lightning both make the move. They're 3 wide for the top spot. Goes Burrow to the bottom lane. Dale Lightning middle lane. Fitzwater gets down line. The 9. 3 wide. Anthony is up top. Come to 13 to go this time by. Marshall Burrow leads the race. Zachary Fitzwater Sr. He'll move to second. He'll look for the lead off turn 4. He's there. Isaac Nichols, the 48 down low. Steve Morgan. Casey Nanko. Marcus Sachi, the last car in this pack. John Speaker has lost the draft with the damage to the 1 car. Now, Isaac Nichols 3 wide the 48. He wants the top spot. Trying to get there. Fitzwater shuts the door down low. So it's now an 11 car pack. That's all they have to battle for the Daytona 500 trophy. That's a better shot than how they started with. It was 1 in 42 at the beginning. Now it's 1 in 11 for these drivers. Unless we get a yellow flag. Nichols just pushing the 9. Doesn't want to make the move. Out of line back there. Nathan Ormond 3 wide on Marcus Sachi. Puts the 17 to the middle lane. 3 cars, breakaway, single file. Fitzwater, Nichols, Morgan. Off the corner. Fitzwater continues to lead in the Daytona 500. Nichols can't make the move. Morgan can't get to the 48 to help him make the move. And then they're 3 wide, 4th on back, slowing each other down. These front 3 that are single file are pulling away. Nathan Ormond down low. He'll grab 4th. But where's this lap traffic? Jeff Bright at the end of the backstretch. We will catch him. We have 11 to go at the start-finish line. That's a lot of laps left. But look at those front 3. How organized they are. How orderly they are. But now Ormond, Sachi, Nanko, they're starting to get single-filed out to run down those front 3. Try and make a move for the lead then. As you You can't just let those 3 pull away and you keep down behind. You have to just get in line, start to ride, get up there, and then make your moves. See right now, most of the front 11 are single file. 11 laps remain in the Season 10 Daytona 500. 11 cars with a shot. Zachary Fitzwater Sr. leads the race. Isaac Nichols runs second. The challenge for third, Nathan Orton to the bottom of Steve Morgan. Try to get there and help his teammate Isaac Nichols to the front. And can those Motorsports teammates work together? Jeff Bright ahead. Up the super stretch. Nichols all over the back of that 9 car. Orman, the 24, closing in. But no one makes the move inside the top 3 for now. Sachi and the rest of the field come down to the bottom lane as the field spread out the front. Coming around to 10 to go this time by in the Season 10 Daytona 500. Zachary Fitzwater Sr. has won 1 Gatorade Cup Series race before. It was at Mosport. Can he win his second in the biggest race of the season? Orman for second on Nichols. I think Nathan was tired of the 48 not making the move for the lead. He makes it first. And now Sachi inside with Steve Morgan and Dale Lightning. Carter Friesen trying to hang on to the draft. The 34 car. Same with Keegan Thompson, but now Jeff Bright's ahead. 9 and 24 break low without having to feather the throttle. Everyone getting by without issue. 15:34, the last to get around of the lead group. I think Carter Friesen's going to lose this draft here. He's just so far back. I think it's going to be a 10-car race now, and that's if Keegan Thompson can stay put with this pack. 9 laps to go this time by Fitzwater, dominating in Daytona. Can anyone get around him? They need to line up second and third, but when they did that, Nichols did not make the move. By the way, didn't say it. Great props to Jeff Bright getting out of the way of this lead group. He stayed high. Everyone got to the bottom lane, got around, didn't hold anyone up. But now we have more lap traffic, and this time it's more lap cars. Orman with the peak, half a car length out. It's the 40, the 13, the 2 ahead. How will they impact the Daytona 500? Come to 8 to go this time by. And as much as Bright helped this pack, here comes the second pack, the 88, the 3, and all these drivers. They're going to have to negotiate around the 5. See all these cars back here. How slow some of these cars are. Zachary Fitzwater Sr. leads with 8 to go. 3 cars, single file, then 3 wide for 4th on back. Nichols gets clear of that. Someone has to make the move, although I think they're content riding single file right now because of the lap traffic up ahead. You want to be single file once you catch those lappers. Nichols going to try and join this front 3. Casey Nanko as well. Keegan Thompson caught up to the pack. He's now in the lead group. Make it 10 cars to sail the Daytona 500 right now. Ford, Chevy, Ford, Chevy. Ford, the front 5. As they're now catching Riley Sampson, the first to be caught. Then Roman Fenway. Then Luke Rainey. Oh, they're going to catch him off the corner. Fitzwater up high. Trying to get around the outside. Now the 24 down to the inside. Oh, they might stack up 4 wide. Fitzwater, Orman, run for the lead. 3 wide for Isaac Nichols down low. And Fitzwater around the top side again. The teammates are on the outside. Fitzwater and Nanico. Fitzwater's clear. Nanico as well gets down. Oh, they were rubbing for the race lead. Orman and Fitzwater. And now the lead pack has dwindled again. Down to 6 cars. But now Fenway and Luke Rainey loom large. Richard Petty Motorsports runs 1-2 in the Daytona 500. Come to 6 to go. Nichols out of line on Casey Nanico. That's for second behind Zachary Fitzwater Sr., who now tries to pull high. Nanico's the outside now because the 48 gave it to him. He's going to get outside of Fitzwater. Can't get outside Roman Fenway. Oh, he will. Casey Nanico around the lap car to the front in the 500. He'll get around Luke Rainey as well. Casey Nanico leads the Daytona 500. Fitzwater shuffled back now outside the top 3. Nichols moves low. He'll get around Luke Rainey. Thompson around. Hernandez around. Fitzwater held behind Rainey. Dale Lightning behind Roman Fenway. Steve Morgan as well. Fitzwater can get low right here behind Sachi. He has to get low as fast as he can. He's getting around the outside. Oh, what Luke just did right there just ruined any chance Fitzwater had. He moved to the middle lane, give the 9 the top. Fitzwater's going to want the bottom at all costs. Now that's just dwindled the pack down to about 7 cars, I would say. Maybe 8. Isaac Nichols now leads to the Daytona 500, and Gatorade Cup Series return to the 48. But it's Anthony Hernandez who drove that car last season, the past 2 seasons. He wants the 500 win, 5 to go in Daytona. Morgan's been held up, he's out of the pack. Fitzwater's out of the pack, Dale Lightning's out of the pack. Anthony Hernandez moves to second around Keegan Thompson. Next lap cars are Jay Jefferson and Adam Garcia. They're on the backstretch. Will they be caught in 5 laps? I think they will. Can Isaac Nichols hold off the rest of the field? We're coming around to 4 to go. Fitzwater gaining on the lead pack, trying to get in the draft. He's had the dominant car in this latter part of the race. Isaac Nichols, Anthony Hernandez, first and second. Has to be weird for Hernandez to see that 48 car in his windshield. Here comes Hernandez, a late move in the tri-oval. He's there to the inside with 4 to go. Keegan Thompson went high, 24 goes low. Tandem's at the front. Hernandez with the 24 of Ormond will get pushed clear. Marshall Burrow for third. Friesen and Marcus Sachi come low. Anthony Hernandez moves up down the backstretch, gives the bomb to Nathan Ormond in the 24 car. How about Marshall Burrow off line 3 wide? Can Hernandez get clear that 3 wide to get down line? By inches, he's not clear. Marshall Burrow down low 3 wide in the 95, but no help. If Friesen went to the middle lane to help the 24 out. Here comes the help with Richard Prey Motorsports down low. The Fords go low. 3 by 3 in the front pack. Marshall Burrow, Nathan Ormond, Anthony Hernandez. Marshall Burrow leads with 3 to go. But is that the yellow flag? It is! Caution flag! It's a massive crash. Cole Luigi, Justin Zeidel, JJ Reed. That's with 3 to go. That means a 1-lap shootout to win the Season 10 Daytona 500. Marshall Burrow leading. Second place, Anthony Hernandez. Third place is going to be, I have to think, Nathan Ormond. So the caution is out. And it's going to change the whole complexity of this Daytona 500. They stack up now under the yellow. Look at this. Because they're all trying to get in position. Massive crash now. That's going to take some cars out of the race. But let's go see the reason for the caution flag. Nathan Stapleton and others collected here in turns 3 and 4. So this was a lap car issue. They had caught Roman Fenway the 13. JJ Reed the 46 goes high, then sees the outside lane slow. He goes then back down to the bottom. Michael Gregory's there, cuts across the nose of the 41, spins the 46 around through the grass onto the apron. And then this is a wild ride coming back up the racetrack and nowhere for Cole Luigi or Nathan Stapleton to go. They get clobbered by the 46. Those 3 go hard into the wall. It brings out the caution flag for the second time tonight. It's going to set up a 1-lap dash in the Season 10 Daytona 500. Scott Gregory barely got through. And Justin Zeidel right there hits hard. Hits the 46 of JJ Reed. Another look at it. See the 46 right there just swerving around. Down to the grass. Spins around. Back up. Luigi nowhere to go. Stapleton nowhere to go. Right here, so that's going to hit hard. This sets up an interesting scenario now for the 500. No more lap cars. And Marshall Burrow has the race lead. Anthony Hernandez runs second. Who wins the Season 10 Daytona 500? We're going to decide it on a 1-lap shootout. 2.5 miles to win the 500. Extended cleanup means we won't get back going in Daytona. And Marshall Burrow has won the Season 10 Gatorade Cup Series Daytona 500 under the caution flag. Because of that accident they had off turn 2 under the caution flag, they had to clean that up. It didn't give them enough time. Checkered flag, Marshall Burrow wins the Season 10 Daytona 500 over Hernandez in the field. And I think we just got robbed of what could have been one of the best 2.5 mile shootouts we've ever seen. Marshall Burrow wins the Season 10 Daytona 500. Let's go see the finishing results. Here's how they finished in the Season 10 Gatorade Cup Series Daytona 500. 2 caution flags for 5 laps. 14 lead changes, 13 drivers leading laps here today in the 500. Marshall Burrow ties for lowest laps, led 6. He gets the victory lane in the Great American Race over Anthony Hernandez in 2nd, Nathan Ormond in 3rd, Casey Naka 4th, Isaac Nichols in 5th. Zachary Fitzwater Sr., 6 laps led, ties for the most in 6th. 7th place for Carter Friesen, 8th for Keegan Thompson, Marcus Tonchi and Dale Lightning round out the top 10. Steve Morgan, Kashawn Richardson, Eli Bright, Jose Mills, Riley Spruitube, Edwin Mendez from the pole in 16th. Griffin Lynn, Michael Gregory, Levi Jones, Trey Rainier, the top 20. Look down, Anton Charbois, Jonathan Buford, TJ Hanley, Cole Luigi, Bowers, Anderson, Bouchard, Bolin, Garcia, Jay Jefferson, Gregory Brommer, Kukulan are the cars that finished on the lead lap. Then Luke Rainey, Riley Sampson, Jeff Bright, Fenway, Zidell, Stapleton, Reed, Yepez, Fox all finished laps down or out of the race due to crashes. As now let's go see the point standings after race 1 of season 10. Here are the points, much like how they finished, that's how the points will go. Burrow, of course, on the points lead because he won the race. Hernandez, Orman on down. Pretty much how it looked after the finish of the Daytona 500. See right there, the whole field for the point standings. Yepez, Fox, Reed, the bottom 3. They can try and turn their seasons around. Next race out, so we go to Rockingham for the Dairy Queen 400. I'll see you guys then.